Number 5. Crucitorn. Crucitorn was a primarily light-sided force ability that, although did not have devastating effects on your immediate surroundings, had one of the most strategically advantageous aspects of the force embedded into it. Crucitorn was only ever documented to be mastered by one Jedi named Eeth Koth. The usefulness of this power lies in what effects it could have on the battlefield. Regardless of whether the victim had a scratch or had lost a limb, Crucitorn could either infiltrate the target's mind and make the scratch feel like you are burning alive, or if it was an injured ally, Crucitorn would increase the pain threshold, therefore making the target feel completely normal and uninjured. Although this ability was not powerful in the traditional way of chaos and destruction, it was one of the most strategically powerful and rare abilities a Jedi could ever hope to acquire. Number 4. Force Haze. Force Haze was an ability that only specific Jedi Knights were able to learn, including Aayla Secura and Luke Skywalker, therefore making the ability quite rare in its own right. It was known as one of, or if not, the hardest official light side force ability to learn, hence its rarity. As the name might suggest, Force Haze had the ability to cloak its user by photokinetically bending light and sound waves around themselves, making the user virtually undetectable. Although quite taxing of the Jedi's force reserves, if Force Haze was mastered correctly, it was easily the most powerful tool in a Jedi Knight's array of abilities, because of its capacity to hide the user completely, making for easy assassination attempts and escapes. Number 3. Deadly Sight. Deadly Sight was an ability that was both very rare and immensely powerful in any situation it was used in. This dark side attribute was rarely ever documented because of how powerful it was known to be, only being used by a Sith known as Rarest. Deadly Sight had the ability to make victims burn and disintegrate by merely looking at the individual. This, in turn, had the potential to make whole rows of troops, and let alone Jedi, die a slow and painful death. The only drawback to this ability was that it was easily one of the most draining abilities that could be mastered. It caused immense strain on the user's force reserves, but nevertheless was very effective in the right situation. Number 2. Battle Meditation. Battle Meditation was an ability that was accessible to both the light and the dark side of the Force. It was uncommon. Battle Meditation had the potential to turn the tide of any war no matter how big. This Force ability was easily the most powerful Force ability when it came to galactic domination, with whichever Jedi or Sith perfecting the technique first, almost always winning large-scale battles. The description of the ability is as follows. It was the ability that used the Force to coordinate allies to work together with enhanced precision as well as increased morale. Not only did it greatly help your allies, but it also had the potential to demoralize your enemies, to the point they would retreat with no proper reason. Although this Force technique was widely known, it was rarely ever perfected, with only the most seasoned and Force-tuned of Jedi or Sith being able to harness the full potential of this powerful ability. Number 1. Dark Transfer. Dark Transfer was a primarily dark-sided ability of the Force. It is easily one of the most unique and rarest ability in the galaxy, as only one Jedi has ever perfected this technique. The Jedi who was able to use this was named Cade Skywalker. Dark Transfer had the ability to resurrect a person on the brink of death, or even a dead person. Not only did it have this ability, but Cade later found out that he was able to use it to do just the opposite and kill someone with it. Later, Cade discovered that he didn't need to use the dark side to harness this power. Thanks to his former master, Cade was able to use Dark Transfer to resurrect people with love and compassion, rather than dark-sided attributes such as hate and anger. Cade Skywalker possessed the rarest and most powerful Force ability to ever grace the Star Wars universe, as it could be used to resurrect or kill anybody. To this day, it still has one of the most mysterious origins out of all the known Force abilities in the Star Wars galaxy.